Welcome. Hi, this is SandiSue, your happy energy coach and Feng Shui master for people striving for more, helping you to create more balance, beauty, and success in every area of your life. On January 25th, we will enter the Yang Metal Golden Rat year energy. 2020 falls on the 10-year, the 12-year, and actually, let me get rid of that. There we go, and the 60-year cycle, meaning that we will likely see lasting changes this year. The word for this year is change. This year is an unstable year. It's a turning point in history, major natural disasters, and conflict between nations. Extreme climate changes affecting health for many people. Yellowstone National Park, California, Washington, and Alaska will be most affected. Diseases, colds, viruses, infectious diseases, and epidemics will weaken our immune system this year. So we need to help with our lungs, large intestines, and skin because that is what's going to be affected the most. So here's a healing modality for you. In fact, there's four of them that I have. On this page on the left, this point helps to empower your lung meridian. You just want to lightly touch it so you can see on the diagram there underneath the clavicle bone there. You just touch it lightly with any finger, and the sound is Q, 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 Q. And you can do that every day or every few days, whatever you feel that you need to help you with your lungs, especially if you have asthma issues and things like that to begin with. Now, to empower your large intestine meridian, lightly touch your finger next to your belly button. So you come about an inch on either side and lightly touching there. The sound is mm. So you just make those sounds and it'll help with that large intestine energy. There it is. And another healing modality to empower your kidney meridian is to lightly touch your finger on number 4 on the diagram on the bottom left, kind of by the Achilles heel, and just take a few deep breaths there. And then to empower your bladder meridian, you want to look for number 65, which is on the side of the foot by the little toe, and you can see it on the diagram on the right-hand side. And just by taking deep breaths will help you with that as well. So the water meridians, which is the kidney and the bladder, is all about fear. And there's a lot of fear going on, and there'll be even more going on this year. So the more you control your water element of these two meridians, the more peaceful and harmonious your life will be. So Master Hong recommends using mugworts. It's an herbal cleanse and it's a lot like sage. And Lindsay, my assistant, a lot of you know who she is by now, but she is the one who put all this on my website for you to make it easier. And I'll show you how to get there in a little bit. Use the sun yang energy to increase your immune system. Every day, sit in the sun for at least 30 minutes with your back towards the sun. And if you don't have 30 minutes, at least go out and step out into the sun. Close your eyes and face the sun so the sun can go onto your eyelids so that you can absorb as many photons as possible into your body when you only have short amount of times to enjoy the sun. Unfortunately, grief is the depleting emotion for this year. Resonance repatterning sessions can help you to move through that grief energy quickly. Give me a call if you're interested. Electromagnetic fields may disrupt, causing issues with electronics and appliances. In fact, that's one reason why I'm redoing this video today, because we had issues last night. This is a good year to lay low and stay out of the middle of conflicts. Travel. So think about it. Since it's the rat year, what does the rat do? The rat stays close to home because that's where it's comfortable, it has its food, its shelter. So it's really best for most of us to stay close to home this year. However, the snake is the luckiest animal for traveling this year. So the snake actually increases their luck the more they travel. The positive energy qualities of the rat: clever, charming, adaptable, witty, sociable, and resourceful because they're always able to find food. Now, the negative rat energy is manipulative, cruel, dictatorial, rigid, selfish, obstinate, critical, overambitious, ruthless, intolerant, and scheming. So, all those things you need to be aware of this year, especially from outside forces that are around you. But also pay attention to yourself. But look at this, you dirty rat picture on the right hand side. That pretty sums up the negative qualities of the rat. So, be aware of that energy. So, look in the mirror this year and it will help you to look at your undesirable personality traits. They may be conscious or unconscious. You might want to ask a loved one because they definitely can see your unconscious ones that you're not able to see. This is the year to work on improving your personal vibration towards more happiness. The water Yang rat year. So the rat is always water. So it is the metal year, but the rat is water. So what's going to happen with that energy is the oceans and large bodies of water will be a lot of flooding going on, larger waves. In fact, this picture that you see, one of my rat friends in Kauai, I call her Minnie Mouse because she's so happy and loves to make other people happy. And she had posted this week on Facebook that this huge wave came into Kauai on this one part of this beach here and almost swept a dozen people away. And you can see how they're just running. So be very careful around large bodies of waters this year. There's going to be major storms, tsunamis, blizzards, avalanches, earthquakes. A lot of things are going to be happening this year. Now, the Yang metal energy is about values, honor, and courage. So, business and economy for 2020 doesn't look very good. Whoops, let me go back. It's up and down energy this year. So, you have to be careful. You don't want to take a lot of risk because it's going to just be going up and down, up and down. So, a lot of breathing is necessary if you're doing all that. Deep, relaxing breaths. Now, Russia and China are in a change year too. In Feng Shui, we follow many cycles. We have the 24-hour cycle, the 28-day moon cycle, the 4 seasons, 12 months, 12 years, 60 years, and 120 years. We also have the 500 years, and that's all about nation energy. And the United States is in that 500 year, and we're halfway through, so we have another 250 years to go approximately. So the energetic cycles, it's so important because it's significant that these energetic cycles are followed. If we go against them, it can weaken our energy field, we can get sick and premature death. However, when we follow these energetic cycles, we improve our health, our happiness, our prosperity, success, and longevity. So this guy here is the Tai Shui. He makes it a particularly difficult year for many animals, not everybody, but many animals. There are 2 different ceremonies that you can do to help usher in the good energy for this metal rat year, and it's on your handout. The Tai Shui is the Chinese term that refers to positions of the stars that are directly opposite to Jupiter, the Grand Duke, the position in the heavens. This effect has great influences over all 12 animals in the zodiac. That is clashing with us and in the world affairs too. So here we are, all 12 golden animals. So let's uncover the energy of the Yang metal rat and how it will affect each of us this year. Let's learn how to empower yourselves to create more opportunities and more happiness. So we all have different aspects in the Western astrology and the Eastern astrology. So in the Western astrology, most people are familiar with that, the sun, the moon, and there's other things. So you have all these different aspects. I'm just not a Scorpio. In fact, I'm a triple Scorpio with Sagittarius rising. And you guys actually see that Sagittarius energy. It's all about fun. And then for the Eastern astrology, we have the year astrology. So most of us know what animal we already are, the year we were born. You can always Google it if you're not quite sure, the month, and then also the time. So we have three different animals that we're working with as well. So let's talk about that. So if you have something to write with, write down your yearly animal and then look here to find the month that you were born. And if you were born between the 1st and the 6th, you probably will have to go back a month, because that's just how the way this astrology works. So if you're born on the 7th or 8th or after that, you're fine. So let's give myself an example why you're looking for your month. So the month is right underneath the animal to give you a little bit more orientation of this diagram I have here. So for me as an example, I was born the year of the horse. So that's my primary energy. And my secondary energy is the month, which is November. So I have the pig energy. And pigs like to have fun too. So you guys really see a lot of my pig energy, having fun, making Feng Shui fun. And then the Sagittarius, the Western. So I hope you wrote down what animal you are for the month. And we're going to go ahead and continue. And then we have the 24-hour cycle. So start looking for the time you were born, and those times are right underneath the animals also. So I was born at 7:48 in the morning. So on the right-hand side is the morning, and so I have the dragon energy. So the horse, the pig, and the dragon energy. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But find your time and your animal and write it down. In fact, we will go ahead and put this on our group private page. And if you do not belong to our 2020 Happy Energy group page on Facebook, please let me know and we will add you to that. But we will put that on there so you can see it. So let's look at the animals that have good luck this year. We have the tiger, the ox, the dragon, the monkey, and the dog. Congratulations. You guys all have wonderful, good luck this year. We're all going to hang out with you guys. In fact, I think I'll move in. So capitalize on your good fortune this year to help you with your upcoming years that can be challenging, because everything is a cycle. And so make the most of it now so that you're saving tons of money, you're really getting your health up, you're going for all the opportunities that are out there. This is the year to really take that, capitalize on that energy. So then whenever it's a challenging year, you can just sit back, enjoy spa days, go on vacation, sit in the backyard, read a good book in your bed. Now, Grandmaster Hong had predicted 4 years ago that Trump would win, and he did. And according to the animals' energy that's going on right now, the rat, since Trump is the dog, he will remain president. Some people are happy, some people are not happy that are listening to this call. But that's just the energy that's going on, since the dog is very lucky. So he's going to have tons of luck on his side. So now let's look at the animals that have mixed energy for the year of the rat. It's the pig and the snake. Do your best for all your recommendations, for your feng shui. Update it, wear your charms, do everything that you need to do in your home and for yourself to make it a more pleasant year for you, pig and snake, this year. So now, unfortunately, we need to look at the ones that are having challenging year for the rat. The rat, and a lot of people will ask me, well, if it's your year, why am I having a bad year or a challenging year? And it's because you're rebirthing yourself. It's a whole new cycle. And when you're rebirthing yourself, there's some good, but there's also some, it may be some painful, uncomfortable situations too. And then the rabbit, unfortunately, has some challenges this year. The horse, the rooster, and the sheep. So unfortunately, we have the challenging energy this year, but because of Feng Shui and you guys following all these Feng Shui rules, actually it'll be a piece of cake. It might feel like a pebble, but it's better than feeling like a boulder. So definitely stay more conscious about your Feng Shui throughout the whole year. So be extra conscious and cautious so that you have a more harmonious year. So, of course, we live in the desert and we have rattlesnakes. So, in the summertime, we all know when we go hiking that we want to make sure that we're keeping our eyes open for any rattlesnakes. And then on the right, it says, no jumping or diving in this area. Well, we can still wade in the water there and still enjoy the water. We just don't want to jump in or dive in because it's an area that we need to be conscious of. So you can still enjoy it, just be very conscious this year. So, in order to have a good year and a peaceful year, it is important to pay respect to the Tai Sui, especially for the rat, the horse, the rabbit, the sheep, and the rooster. There is a ceremony that you can do that's on your handout to help you with this. So let's talk about this Lunar New Year ceremony. I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight for it, but everything else is on the handout. So it's for all the animals except for the horse. If the money is what you're really wanting to achieve this year, then you want to visit the money energy god, and he lives in the north this year, and he will come out on the 25th between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. So Saturday night is when he'll be out there, and you can just go out there at that time. But if you're like me and you actually like to go to bed before 11 o'clock, then proxy into the time. So just say I'm proxying into New York time and go out there and do your ritual. And then the other ritual you can choose from or do is the happiness energy god. And that will be in the southeast the same night, Saturday night, the 25th, same time between 11 and 1. So you can also proxy into that time. So again, that is all on your handouts. But Grandmaster Hong really stresses that we choose one. We don't do both, but that we choose one. So that you really have that focus. Now, if you're like, no, I want to do both, then choose the one that's most important for you first, and then do the second one. Because, the very first lesson in the Bible for humans is choice. Eat the apple or don't eat the apple. But we have choice. That's what God gave us, was choice. So this is their belief. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. That's just their belief. But the one thing that I found, that since there's billions of people that have this belief, that we can tap into these beliefs as well. But we can also have our own beliefs. So just a little bit of wisdom there for you. So now let's talk about remedies to lift the energy for the rat year. So this is for all the animals, but especially for the ones that are having challenges and a mixed bag this year. And of course, it's on your handout as well. So donating blood, your time, food, money, charitable work, your time is so important for people. Throwing happy parties will lift the energy. Having compassion for yourself and others. Wearing red, so you can see this cute little rat here is in the red. And then on the right there, you can see this beautiful bracelet that Lindsay found for us on Amazon. So it's on our website, and we'll be talking about that in a moment. And then you can see on the bottom right, she's wearing red fingernail polish. Well, me being the horse, my toes will have red fingernail polish on them the whole entire year. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to go get a pedi. So here are some of the remedies that she has that when you go to the website. So I'm just giving you an example for the horse. So these are all the different ones to choose from. And you can choose the ones that you are really drawn to, but because I'm the horse and it's challenging and I need to keep my energy up to help all of you as well, I ordered all of those so that I can really keep my energy up. So I can wear the bracelets. Sometimes I'll wear one, maybe up to four. It really depends on how I'm feeling that day energetically. And then the other ones are keychains that I'll put a couple of them on my keychains, but some of them I'll also put on the side of my purse as well. So there's a lot of different options. So by surrounding yourself and wearing things that protect you and bring you luck will help a lot. So we made it super easy. Lindsay put all these different things that I asked her to search for on the internet, and she put it on my website for you. So when you go to my website, happyenergycoach.com, on the upper left, you can see there is tips that are circled in red. You'll click on that. And then to the right, you'll see where it says 2020 animals that I have circled in red. You'll just click on that and you'll see that cute little mouse there. And then you'll just scroll down and find your animal. And then, of course, your loved ones too, if you're wanting to get them things, which also brings you a lot of luck because the more you give, like we were just talking about on the other slide, the more luck that you get in this year. So you might want to buy some for some of your friends and loved ones. So this year, don't worry, be happy. I'm going to be playing that song a lot. I love that song already, but I'm definitely be playing that song a lot. One reason is because horses, out of all 12 animals, worry the most. And the more you do things that, focus on the happy instead of the worry, the better off you are. But with that being said, since the horse is having such a challenging year because we're the complete opposite of the rat energy, you too might start worrying more than normal because of that energy going on and what's going on with the world energy. So it's going to be very unstable on all levels. So we always have the choice to be happy. So if those feelings starts coming in, just say stop. Tell yourself stop and then start thinking a happy thought or go outside and do something different. Choose the happy thoughts. Don't worry, be happy. Now, challenging years are helpful for breaking through on things. It helps you for transformation and change. It's all about new beginnings because a lot of times we get so comfortable that we don't really push ourselves when things are going really well. It's when things are a little bit challenging that we really stand to attention and start making positive actions, positive steps to what we want. So it's actually really a blessing when we have challenges. So keep that in mind. It's really all about helping you with new beginnings so that things turn out even better for you in the end. You can have a happy year just by following the Feng Shui rules. So embrace change and direct the energy for new intentions. I control the changes and they are for my highest and best good. This is one of the statements that I have for you guys, and you can take it for yourself if you'd like to bring you into the new year because you always have the choice to control things. So now the rat is going to be influenced by universal energy, and all the information is on your handout. And then the ox will need to broaden the source of income this year, looking for new opportunities. The tiger will face difficulties without fear, though, and change the course. So you go, tiger. We can all use that courage. And then the rabbit will need to focus on forgiveness and understanding. And then the dragon seizes the opportunity to progress, dragon. Just seize it. You can do it. And then the snake will feel sluggish this year. So keep your option open and move around. That's why traveling is actually good for you this year because then you get away from any negative energies that might be following you around. And then horse works to improve relationships by being more open-minded. And then the sheep will need to keep a positive, optimistic attitude this year. The monkey expect a smooth sailing. So I know so many monkeys that are listening to this are so excited about that. And then the rooster will need to balance between family and career this year. That's good advice for all of us. And then dog will need to pay attention to their money, which is also good for all of us as well. Pig will need to balance work and play this year. So actually, all the advice is good for all of us. So embrace change. You'll have plenty of chances to channel your energy into improving your opportunities to be happy. So every year, everyone asks me, what color of wallet and purse can I have? Well, definitely refer to your animal and your lucky colors on your handout because that information is there and you have a few to choose from. But as far as what they recommend for the Feng Shui is for this year is the wealth spouting mongoose. And this wealth wallet will help to attract more wealth for you. And you can see all the metal element, right? So we've got the silver, and we also have the gold, and then we also have the shape of metal, which is circular. So I have these happy energy these harmonious cards, and just pretend like all these animals are different. I was trying to do this really quick because, whoops, and now I have to go back. I was trying to do this really quick and I didn't realize that I had it on that where you would see them coming out, or I would have done each animal separately. But let's just I can't talk. Pretend that there's 12 different animals there. So that's what these cards are. And I created these a few years ago, and they actually bring more harmony into your life because when you have all 12 animals in your life, it keeps you balanced. Because every one of us has our strengths and we need each other. You know, it's a tribe, right? It takes a village. So by putting this in your home, what you do is you hide them behind furniture or pictures. You don't need to see them, but you put them on the outside, inside the house, but on the outside wall, right? So we usually have like just 4 outside walls, and we go to the wall and we put it underneath furniture or behind a picture, like I mentioned. And they all live in a different area according to the compass. So, for instance, you can see this card in the middle that has all of them. The rat lives in the north, and on the bottom is the horse. The horse always lives in the south. And then to the right is the rabbit, which is always the east. And then to the left is the rooster. So the animals always stay in those positions. You never have to move these cards. And on the back of the cards is a lot of information for you. It tells you where they're at. It tells you, where they live in your home. It tells you their lucky colors. So it gives you good ideas of how to help your family and friends too, of colors to, whenever you're buying them stuff and their flowers and things like that. And you just could go ahead and just put these in your home. And if you're feeling like you need more protection, then you face the animal towards the wall. So energetically, they're looking out. But if you're feeling like you just need more harmony, then face the animals in. But they give you protection too, because me being the horse, and if I'm looking, at all of you and looking over the rat, I can definitely see beyond the rat. So all of us can see beyond the other animals. So all 12 cards, and then you get 2 charms to choose from. So we have the tiger, the ox, or the dog. Those are 3 different ones you can choose from, but you can get 2 of them, but you have 3 to choose from. And then you get the red envelope as well. And so it's a $40 value, and it's only for $33 for this next week for the webinar special. So let us know if you want that. Now that actually you order directly from me and Lindsay, and we set that up for you on the website. So you just go down and you'll see where you just fill out your name and you put in what charms that you want. And if you only want the charms and the red envelope, because if you've had a consultation with me the last couple of years, you already have these because that was part of the consultation. And if you're just wanting one of the charms, just let me know. And I did find last night the ox, so I do have the ox as well. I have plenty of oxes. I thought I only had a couple of them left, but I have plenty of them. So the dog, the ox, and the tiger, I do have available if you'd like me to send those to you. And actually, Lindsay will be doing that for us. And then cleansing, doing the salt cleanse this week is really good. But also you can do it right before right before the Feng Shui New Year as well, before the 4th of February. I'm personally going to do both just because of all the energies that I'm dealing with right now with a lot of things going on. So then displaying oranges. So the night before the Feng Shui New Year, which is February 4th, so that would be on the 3rd that you would do that. And then the night before the Chinese New Year on the 25th, which you'd be doing it on the 24th, what you do is you stand at the front door with 8 or 9 oranges. 8 means prosperity, 9 is completion. And you set your intention. You're facing in the house, and you roll each orange, and you go as far to, roll it to your money area. Most of you know that that's the far left corner of your home. So just roll those in, try to get them in as far as you can. And on this last Monday, I had a updated consultation with one of my monkey friends. And the monkey mind is a true statement. They can think so many things. They're really smart because they can think so many things at one time. So she told me that the last few years, what they've been doing is they like put a broom down, laying down, and then a couple other things so that when they roll it, that the orange actually bounces off that, and then it'll go more towards the left towards their money energy. So there's a good little hint for you if you have to make it a little detour. So have fun doing that. It's tons of fun, and I like doing it for both nights myself. And then I just want to thank you all. Happy Lunar New Year for good luck, good health, and good cheer. So thank you very much. Please check out the website. There's tons of information on there under tips, for this new year, and then also for different areas in your home as well. So check that out. So happy New Year, everyone.